Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of Doctor Who. This one is called Dot and Bubble. Last episode was really good. I was very confused at certain parts, but I overall really enjoyed it, and I thought it was super fun. A lot of people were kind of mad at me that I didn't think a certain scene at the beginning was super clear in their intention. That's just my opinion. I didn't think that it, went far enough to show the rules. I think it could have gone a little bit farther. I didn't realize I was going to piss people off. But, I still thought the episode was incredible. It was really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next one. So, before we jump into it, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe or ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But, other than that, let's jump into another episode of Doctor Who.
Dot.
She slept with that in her hand? Yo, I would lose that thing so quickly.
Such a super day. Hey, where's Jimbo? He always wakes up first.
Donde está Jimbo?
Jim, come on, Jimbo, wake up.
Have you heard from Mabel and Neve? It's like they've disappeared. I tried to link, but they're gone.
Lindsay, babes.
People are going missing.
Forward. Forward. Forward.
Oh, yeah, she can't see anything when that bubble's around her head.
Do I need to pee?
Urine content is 0 for the 3rd day in a row. Well done,
You haven't peed for 3 days?
Oh my goodness.
You don't know me, but my name is the Doctor, and your life is in danger. There are monsters, and they are coming to get you. No,
Swipe off it. Teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. Oh, what is that gooey thing? Okay, so they live inside a giant bubble, and then personally they live inside a tiny bubble.
I already saw some refurb, so I'm not depleting any of Fine Time's resources. I'm so careful about that.
Oh, I wish I could look like you.
And I have the same.
This feels like so
soft.
meta for how we live online right now.
I look so cute.
You are influencing me hard still.
Are any of these people real people? Oh my god. Is this like a meta commentary on how the online world is distracting us from the real, actual horrors that surround us?
I'm serious, Lindy. Now there's no sign of Zachary. Like, he's disappeared. So I went to ask Rooster, but he's gone.
Oh, you're no fun.
Probably why you only have 328 subscribers.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Who are you?
My name's Ruby Sunday. Hi.
You're not on my friends list.
She said she's part of the company.
So what are you doing?
This is work.
And work is...
Oh, my gasp. Child. Work is data processing.
My gasp.
We all work 2 hours a day, 2 long hours, and then we get the rest of the day free. Isn't it obvious?
And you work in an office of 6?
That is correct.
Who are the 6?
Oh, come on. Okay, there's Danny and Vista J, their brother and sister, plus Molly Champion, Sandy Brooke, and Bertie Lester.
Bertie Lester.
It's work time.
Yeah, but where?
So they're in the same room as you?
Yes.
Are they there?
Are they where?
At their desks.
How should I know?
You're in the same room.
What am I supposed to do? Look.
Yeah, use your eyes.
You could lower your bubble.
Lower it? You mean turn it off?
For a second.
That's not what we do in Fine Time. Oh, you are so offensive.
You're so offensive.
Can you stay inside and look beyond it? Can you do that?
I can do whatever I want.
We struggle to look beyond our bubble.
What can you see?
There's no one there.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you.
These rapscallions skipping work? You only got to be there for 2 hours.
Bertie sits about 10 feet away.
Yes.
Is he there?
Oh, who cares?
This girl's annoying. Bird is getting chomped on right now. Is he actually? Oh, poor Birdie. Just getting slobbered on.
Bubble down, dot off.
A slug is eating Birdie. Gross.
Lindy.
You're gonna have to run, girl.
Oh, just leave me alone, will you? This is just getting so ridiculous.
No, I know, but come on, babes. We need to get you out of there.
Is that thing, is it something to do with you?
Oh, no, no. Super not us.
Bubble down. Dot off.
I wouldn't say the dot off part, I'd just say bubble down. Then it still floats in front of you. Alright, now walk forward. Do you not know how to walk? If you don't have your stupid arrows telling you where to go? The hell are you doing?
Don't bubble.
Walk normal.
I don't know how to walk.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to walk without the arrows.
You don't know how to walk?
Without the arrows.
You don't know how to walk without the arrows.
Oh, that's what I just said. Now shut up. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
She's like a toddler.
Elevator down to ground floor. You see? The arrows work.
Yeah, okay, that's good. You're amazing, Lindy.
There's gonna be a slug inside the elevator. Don't walk in there.
Stop, no, run!
Don't listen to the arrow. It says go forward. Don't go forward.
It ignored you.
Forward.
Why did it do that? What did you do? There's
Forward.
That's 2 of them now, just letting you go.
Let me get in the left.
Forward.
What kind of
Yeah.
freaky sauce is up with you?
Lindy, just think, is there anything different about you? It might be a perfume, or your blood type, or...
She hasn't peed in 3 days.
Turn left. Forward. Forward.
I wonder how, like, what the process is for acting this out. I imagine it's this similar
We need
to, like,
find out what it's like
acting blind.
outside, full 360, and you're the only one
You
who can
can't
tell us.
move your
Could
eyes.
you
You're
just
just like,
lower the bubble just for 10 teeny
you're just
tiny
looking straight
seconds?
ahead as you walk.
Bubble down, dot off.
Hey, be careful, watch out!
No one seems to notice. Oop, see ya.
Don't bubble. Hiding place, please.
Turn left.
You have a designated hiding place? Oh, just any hiding place.
Can you tell us what is it like on the street? What
Or are
did
you
see?
outside the dome?
They're everywhere. Those things. But there was this one girl.
This girl
She
has
walked right past and it ignored her.
incredible skin.
The whole of Fine Time is surrounded by this woodland forest thing. It's like
Looks
really natural.
beautiful.
But we have force fields. We're shielded off. How did they get inside?
Your security is crazy tight. It's blocked me. I'm stuck
Probably
outside of
didn't
the city.
come from outside. Those bugs probably came from inside.
Is Fine Time. How does it work?
Jiminy, you're stupid. We come
Jiminy.
here from the home world. No stinky old folk, just people ages 17 to 27. If you can afford it, obviously.
That's why you only work 2 hours a day. So the rest of the time,
We party.
it's like Love Island, the planet.
Mummy paid for it all.
Mummy paid for you to die.
Just look up at the sky and wave to us on the home world. Happy fine time.
Wait, you're the lady.
Who is that?
I told you, it's Mummy.
Oh,
That's
I've seen
we.
it before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's.
she's the face of the ambulance in Postarion 3.
And she made you coffee and on the hike.
You're in the same room. You're together.
Clearly
Oh,
not.
what
Their
the hell?
background
Yes.
colors are different.
You
Dang it.
You lied to me. This is like a conspiracy. Who are you? I blocked you. Didn't I block you? I knew it. I did. I thought that you just looked the same, but you're... How did you do that?
Unblocked, babes.
Bibs.
Close friends, priority 1, initiate group chat now.
You did not just priority
Priority
one.
one.
Priority one.
You're
Funny.
going to be disciplined for this.
Look how many of your close friends are dead.
Oh my god. Where's Cooper Mercy? She was here 5 minutes
She
ago.
died.
Cooper? Can you hear me? Cooper Mercy?
What do you mean eaten?
Eaten alive. There are things out there in the real world, and I swear they are eating us alive.
Oh, for land's sake, Lindy, don't be so silly.
Gothic, you're about to get
Someone goes.
murdered. The hell saw it in real time.
Lindy, it's okay. I think that I can get you out.
I muted you.
Unmute it, honey.
I was so right to hate you.
Oh,
Girl, you're pissing me off.
I know this is wrong, and when this is over, he is going to be so disciplined. I can't wait, but just give him a shot, okay? I think he's not as stupid as he looks.
Obviously he's not.
there is a river running underground, underneath the town. If you can get to the river, there is help, there is safety, there is an escape.
These little extra actors are just so interesting to watch.
Lindy, listen to me. Your conduit has an access point on Plaza 55. It's inside the building.
Oh no.
Which way do I go? Which plaza? What was it? 55? Where do I go? Oh.
You just go away from the slug. Plaza 55.
Okay. Come on, Lindy.
Those slugs are about to mate.
Yes. No. Yes.
Oh, we almost witnessed two slugs having slug sex.
Lindy!
You're so stupid. I hate you so much. Hello. Wow. You really have to walk straight now. If you walk like you've been walking, you're getting chomped.
No. Oh.
Girl, you are awful at this.
Turn left, take 2 steps forward.
What?
Turn left, take 2 steps forward.
Who's that?
Some dude saving your life. Oh, that's the
Is this-
celebrity guy.
For real?
I know.
Itsy bitsy teeny weeny.
But you look like Ricky September.
He is Ricky September.
I am Ricky September. Forward. 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 That's it. That's it.
You did it.
Well done, Lindy. You did it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just, that's the first time I've ever done that.
Oh, no, well, so every day we walk past monsters.
No, I mean
No,
a
touched
hug.
another person.
That was your first hug.
Yeah.
Come on. It's almost night cycle. We've got about 10 minutes till the sun clicks off.
He escapes
okay?
all the time.
It's fine.
He routinely goes outside the bubble.
I thought this was the worst day of my life, but maybe it's the best.
There's still thousands of people being eaten alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't care about them. They're not real people to her.
There was this man.
You were sent
and
here to
he said
die.
There was a code. It was horrible. He was so rude. He said the contract was a code.
Oh, damn. Homeworld.
Can I speak to Mummy?
Link's busy. They're probably getting millions of calls.
Homeworld is gone.
Yeah, this way.
Ricardo September.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of weird dungeon palace is this?
I'm with Ricky September.
What, Ricky the singer?
That's him.
Oh, nice one.
Hot. Hands off. Yo.
He's hot.
I can send you the post numbers one at a time. You get the numbers for 5 seconds. Type it in like a combination, but you've got to be fast. Yeah? Don't miss a number.
What?
They only stay live for 5 seconds, and there's 100 numbers in total.
Christ, that's so many.
Why?
Well, Ricky says, my friend, Ricky September.
Your
he
close
says they're
personal
saving
friend,
us to eat
Ricky
last.
September.
Maybe we're the most tasty. Well, Ricky is.
Steady.
Maybe you have the highest follower counts or something?
No. No. Wait a minute.
What is it?
Lindsay, your friend, Gothic Paul, is he a Paul who's Gothic, or is Paul his surname?
It's his surname, Alexander Paul. Gothic's just a nickname.
Which means no.
They're going in alphabetical order.
Gothic Paul got eaten. Before that, Valerie Nook. Before that, Cooper Mercy.
Yeah, alphabetical.
Those are the names in alphabetical order.
So?
They are in alphabetical order.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah.
So?
You're next.
Lindy, your surname, Pepperbean, is that P for pepper or B for bean?
It's P for Pepper, which comes after Gothic Paul, but I'm still alive.
You're next.
You might be next, but we're safe.
Yo, keep your eye on the fucking numbers, dude.
Those things, they aren't done yet. And even if they do chase after you, they're slow.
They're gonna be right when you open that door.
I've got this.
She doesn't want to listen to anyone but him.
Oh, Ricky, babes. Oh, he's a keeper.
He's popular, so she'll listen to him.
But if those things are eating in alphabetical order, they're not bugs from the outside. They have been created.
They're from here.
I keep saying, why can't the dot see them?
The dot can see them,
Well,
it just
it
doesn't
can't.
care.
What if it wants you to walk right into them?
Why would it do that?
Imagine if that dot has achieved sentience, and then it has to spend all day hovering and listening to you lot chattering away.
The dot is angry.
Dot off!
Dot
Dot
off!
off!
Dot
Dot off!
off! Bubble down, dot off! I said dot off!
Lindy, what's it doing?
Thing's gonna blow a hole through your face.
Lindy, come here, do the numbers!
Or just survive.
Okay, every 5 seconds a new number.
45.
Good thing she knows numbers.
I've got it!
Go through! Don't worry about me!
Well, Ricky, I think you're gonna die, brother. Or not. Oh, yep.
His surname is Coombs.
Wow.
Check your files, he was born Coombs! C comes before P!
You bitch. That is... Jesus, that went right through his head. She is cold-blooded. Damn. She's just like, it's out of her conscience already. Oi. They're like a whole... They got a whole system. Do they know what she did?
Is that what we do now?
Yeah, she's practicing.
I was taught that by a very wonderful man.
A wonderful man that you just willingly sacrificed.
Where's Ricky? Is he with you?
He said he had other people to save. I couldn't stop him. He was so brave. And, well...
This girl's a sociopath.
The river leads down to the sea. There's a whole world out there, untamed.
But I thought the homeworld would just come and save us.
Oh no, they're all dead.
We're pioneers, just like our ancestors.
Or you could come with us.
Go live on Earth?
We could what?
Come with us. I have a ship. It's called the TARDIS. That blue box. It harnesses technology that makes it bigger on the inside than on the outside. I could take you all. I could carry you to the stars. I could find you a home that is safe.
Yeah, that place that doesn't have murder slugs.
We couldn't travel with you.
Why not?
What? Why not?
Because you, sir, are not one of us.
That's impossible.
Like, you have a magic box? Seriously?
Bigger on the inside.
Excuse me, sir. That's voodoo.
That's a voodoo.
No, thank you. And goodbye.
I understand why this robot hates you people.
You can say whatever you want. You can think. Absolutely.
Why don't they like him? Is it...
I will do...
because he's...
anything.
Black? Now that I think about it, I don't remember seeing a non-white person on one of those screens.
Save your lives.
I might be wrong.
Damn. You will die! Out there! And I can save your lives! Now let me!
Damn. Is it just because of his skin? No way. This futuristic ass city doesn't like black people? It's the future. Damn. Not gonna lie, I hope they all die. I hope every single one of them dies now. I was all on board saving their lives, but no, these rich racists can get cooked. Stupid ass ferry boat looking mother effers. I hope there's a waterfall and you immediately fall off of it. That's crazy. A story where the doctor goes through all this trouble to save people, and then they're just completely ungrateful. That's the whole episode? No way. I need to go back a little bit to see if I'm right, because I don't want to just like call these people racist if they weren't actually racist. I don't think there were any white people or any non-white people on any of her screens. Yeah, I feel like as I'm rewatching certain scenes, I don't think any of these people are... Yeah, as I went back and watched scenes in the show, like, I didn't pick up on it when I was actually... when it was going on in real time, but every single person other than the doctor in this episode was white. Like, not just regular white, but like obscenely white. like their hairstyles, their like, I don't even know, like everything about every single character was just insanely white. And I remember thinking like, these people look kind of weird. Like I didn't think they were, I don't know, I didn't want to sound rude and just like comment on some of these people's appearances, but I was like, some of these people are like kind of ugly and weirdly like fake-ish, I don't know, like plasticky, if that makes sense. But I didn't notice that they were all white until right at the end, when she's like, when they like essentially are like, no, like we have to maintain the standards. It's like, oh my god. Even up until the very second that the episode ended, I wasn't like 1,000% sure. I didn't want to be like, am I just reading into this? Like, are they not actually racist? And they're just ungrateful? But turns out they're also racist and ungrateful. Like, what? He could have saved all their lives, and they are like, nah, we'll just go our own way. We'll live on this planet with the slug things and the robots that want to kill us, because we would rather do that than travel in the same room for, or even be in the same presence as a non-white person for longer than 5 minutes. Like, that's insane. And I feel like it goes quite a ways to like the meta commentary of this episode. So I think I picked up on like most of the meta commentary pretty early on, where I was like, hey, there's like horrors that are happening right outside this girl's bubble, and she just doesn't notice it because she's too engaged with like the people immediately around her and her online presence, like social media. I thought this was purely going to be a commentary of like, hey, bad things are happening throughout the world, people are struggling, there are bad things, and we as a society just don't notice it because we're stuck in our bubble, right? And they did do that, like it was generally about that, but then it also got very hyper specific about race. And I feel like that is incredibly poignant for this specific show, and honestly a lot of modern media currently. For this specific show, it's because obviously the Doctor is black, and when Shurigawa was cast as the Doctor, there were a lot of people that were upset. A lot of racists were upset, which is, it's so frustrating that that is a situation that we live in, where there are still people that get upset about that. And it's so on the nose that the show where people got mad that a black actor was cast as the main guy, that show then does an episode about how like these people who can't get outside their own bubble finally interact with a black person and they don't like him because he's black. It's like, oh my god, like I can't imagine, like this must have been such a like heavy episode to film, because like as the actors, you know, like you know what the end of the episode is, you know what this is about generally. Like it must be so awkward and heavy for him to film this, because as much as it's like a commentary about society in general, it's like also a commentary a little bit about himself, like as a real person, and how people treated him when he was cast. And that's just insane to think about. I can't imagine being on set, and like I have to imagine the Doctor's reaction at the end there was probably so cathartic for Nshurigawa, because it felt so real. That is probably how he feels all the time. Every time he goes online, or anytime you know, the page, either like the Doctor Who Instagram page or Twitter or whatever, posts something about him that he's in, and if he even thinks about reading the comments, like it's so enraging and also just exasperating. Being like, how are you people still around? It pisses me off to the highest degree. Like, it's so unbelievably frustrating that you can go online, you can go anywhere, but especially online lately, and if a show like Star Wars, The Acolyte, or Doctor Who, or Lord of the Rings of Power, dares cast a non-white individual in a role, all you see, just filled with the comments, people being like, oh, they're going woke. Like, I can't believe they went woke, DEI higher, and it's like, oh my god. Like, it is some of the most frustrating experiences, because I mean, this is purely talking from like a artistic content standpoint of like, some of these shows, they can put out a show that's incredible. They can put out the highest quality piece of media you have seen in the last 5 to 10 years, and if there is more than one non-white person in the show, or if that non-white person is in a prominent role, or like they're focused, or if it's a woman or someone who's not straight, like just a whole section of the internet will be like, it's trash, they've gone woke. Like, you're seeing it for shows that haven't even come out yet, with like The Acolyte. You see it with Rings of Power, that I mentioned that show. You've seen it plenty with this show as well, of people just being like, it's trash, like they'll, you know, try and hide it. They're like, oh, I just don't like the writing on the show. The writing is trash. Like, they should get good writers. And it's like, no, the writing isn't any different, really. Like, it's basically the same quality writing as it was before. It's just now a person you don't like looking at is saying it, so you hate it. And it's just, it's so frustrating. And that's purely talking from an artistic content standpoint. In everyday life, same things. Like, it's incredibly frustrating to go out into society and still in the year of our Lord 2024, still having people who have issues with black people. Like, it is incredibly frustrating. And it's even more like heartbreaking when you have like friends or family members, in my case, who are not white. Like, I have many black family members, and it's just heartbreaking to like just see them try and deal with it, and you see them try and like put on this facade of like them not caring, or that it like doesn't hurt them, when you know, like, to their core, it is extremely painful to be regarded that way by so many people. And you want to let out a scream like the Doctor did at the end, and it's so frustrating, honestly. Honestly, thinking back while watching this episode, to get back to the actual content of the episode, there were more hints other than everybody being white. There were more hints that I just like didn't necessarily immediately like fully pick up on. I noticed them. Like, there were a lot of like small little like micro aggressions and just like random little things that I noticed, but I was like, I didn't think it was like big enough to mention in the moment. One of them is like when the Doctor first initially appears on screen, like the main girl immediately gets this like gross, like disgusting look, and in the moment I was like, I kind of wrote it off. I was like, it says like, you know, unsolicited call or whatever. Like, it wasn't someone on her list calling her, and I was like, okay, like maybe she's just upset about that, and she like swipes him away. And then when he comes back and she's like, you came back like I blocked you, but then she says like, I thought you just looked similar, but turns out you're the same guy. And it's just, it's a tiny little micro thing that you don't necessarily read into it, but knowing the reasoning behind it, you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. And it's because she just thinks all black people look the same. And then she's like baffled and aghast that Ruby and the doctor are in the same room. She's like, you guys are in the same room? Like, yeah, like it's just small things that add up throughout the episode. And then there's a moment where she was like, he's not as stupid as he looks, or something like that. And then the girl at the end, when the doctor mentioned like the scientific nature behind the TARDIS, she was like, that's voodoo. And voodoo is like something that originated in African culture. And so there's just like all these little things that you could write off as like jokes. I think when she said the voodoo thing, I actively chuckled a bit and just like made fun of the way she said it. But like when you think about it, there's a lot of like subtle little things that are just like deeply rooted in racism. God, this episode was just like, the whole time you're like, wow, this girl's stupid. Like she can't even walk straight without having like her little bubble direct her in the correct path. Like she doesn't make any of her own choices. And it's just like, it's so fitting that there is an entire section of individuals out there in the world who believe the same things as these people believe, who straight up like basically can't form their own opinions, can't make any choices unless the orange man tells them how to feel. Or they won't have a problem with something, and then someone else that is like in their bubble will be like, actually we don't like that thing. They're like, oh, it turns out I don't like that thing. It just like they went to the effort of like describing how stupid this person was, like how literally everybody in this society except for the one guy that dies is like an absolute moron, just so stupid, lazy, like all these things. And then they hit you with the reveal at the end that they're also racist. And it fits so much. Like if you're a racist person, straight up, like if you're a racist, if you're watching this video and you don't like non-white people, I hope you get hit by a truck. Like I legitimately hope you die. That is all I can say about that. Is I hope with every fiber of my being, if you are a racist individual, if you are beyond changing, like if I guess I should amend that. First and foremost, I hope you change your beliefs expeditiously. If you somehow are unable to change your beliefs and you just are going to maintain your racistness throughout the rest of your life, I hope you get hit by a bus. I hope someone runs you over and drags your body, and then you are never heard from again. Like that's just me, and that's pretty dark and angry and vindictive, but you're horrible people, and I never want you to have any prominent impact on society ever again. So yeah, suck it. But oh my god, there's some. I just keep thinking of more like little moments in this episode. How like these people at the end, literally at the end of the episode, they go off in a boat, excited to colonize the world. Like they're literal colonizers, and they're just excited. They're like, our ancestors did this, so we're gonna go do it as well. It's like my brother in Christ. Like, these just so many things I didn't pick up on immediately, and now that I'm thinking back, I'm like, oh my god. It's all so obvious. Yeah, this episode just ended so darkly and so quickly. Like, it got dark hella fast. Like, you're going through this like kind of lighthearted story about this idiot girl and the doctor trying to save her, and it's kind of lighthearted and kind of fast-paced, and you kind of like slightly feel bad for this like ditzy character that they're, you know, dropping in out of nowhere to save. And then, you know, she meets up with that Ricky September guy and she is you know, he's God, from the moment where they figure out that it's alphabetical order and that all these people are dying in alphabetical order, and then this dude volunteers to fight off this killer robot for her. Like, he's actively defending her life and doing a decent job at, like, he's doing it, and then he's like you can make it, like, get away without me or whatever, like, don't worry about me. And the robot is like, nah, I'm a focus on her, I got my alphabetical order type thing. And then she hits us with, his last name is Coombs. Like, she outs him for changing his name so that she can survive. And it's in the moment, even in that moment, I was like, oh my God, like, that's dark. Like, but, you know, I guess, like, human instinct is, like, do what you can to preserve your own life, and she did that. Like, I was thinking, like, wow, she's kind of shitty for doing that, but, you know, there's probably a ton of people in this same situation who would have also made that selfish decision. That, like, that would, I was like, that is the extent of her right there. I was like, she's just a selfish individual. And then she, like, so quickly, like, recomposes herself and is just like she just like kind of like wiped it away. Like, her conscience, after like 30 seconds, her conscience was clear. She's like, whatever, like just in her facial expressions, you can tell, like, she has taken that from her mind. She no longer cares. And then literally they get in there, and you understand that these people are horrible. Like, they're all racist and garbage people. In that moment, I was like, okay. Like, I think the robot should kill them all. Like, at this point, every single one of these people should die. And then they just leave. And Nshutigatwa's performance there was heartbreaking. Just having to let out that exasperated scream and laugh of just like, this man has been alive for 4.5 billion years or whatever. Like, he's lived 4.5 billion years, and this is the first time that he is directly being affected. Like, he's had companions who are not white, and he's kind of from the outside had to experience that and live those experiences through them. But this is the first point in which he truly feels it himself. You know, 4.5 billion years of life, and these individuals that you could save, that he can save, are actively refusing his help because he is black. Like, and they're in the future as well. Like, this is the future. This isn't like back in the past where, like, you might be able to, like, hand wave it away and be like, oh, you know, times have changed. No, this is not even just current age. This is future age. You know, a time where we should be beyond that. And he's directly still being confronted with the evilness of human prejudice. And it's just, the only response is his response, honestly. Yeah, this episode was crazy. I know Russell T. Davies, last week, I saw like a promo, maybe not last week, a couple days ago, he had a promo where he's talking about this episode, and he talked about how he's been wanting to do this episode for years and years and years, but was unable to do so until now. And at the time, I was like, what could that mean? Like, is it because they got so much more money from, like, Disney? Is it like some sort of, like, film technique or, like, technological thing that they just, like, couldn't do? I didn't know what he meant by that when I watched that video, and now I understand what he meant. And the reason that they couldn't do it before is because all the previous doctors were white, and it wouldn't have worked. And it's just insane. It's insane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just so fitting that... Oh my god, I don't even know. I don't even know what else to say. Like, this episode turned out to be a lot deeper than I was expecting, for sure. I kind of went into this episode after seeing the trailer for it being like, probably going to be a filler episode. Not going to be that, you know, that serious. It's just going to be a fun little Doctor and Ruby adventure where they save this weird girl in this, like, bright color palette. And then they hit us with that. And for the most part, it was that until the end, when you realize that all of these bright color palettes was just dressing up a significant amount of racism. And then I'm happy that Shooty got his like real I am the Doctor moment, where he is like, you will all die and I can save you. Like, he's literally begging them to let him save them. And like foaming at the mouth, like spitting while he's doing like all out performance. And they're still, even when she, like, they're going away in the boat and the way she just looks back at him, like with this satisfied, smug little like smirk where she's like, I'm glad I'm getting away from that. It's like, ugh, I just want to shoot you in the face. Like, where's that little ball when we need it to send that through your skull? Oh, just pissing me off. Other things of note. What else happened that I noticed? Oh, the what's her face? The old lady who played Mummy. She, same lady that's been in various episodes at this point, and at this point, the Doctor and Ruby are full on noticing. Last week, Ruby had a moment where she's like, have I met you somewhere? Like, I recognize you. And now they're straight up calling it out. The Doctor's like, she is the face of the ambulance. Like, they're noticing her in the environment. And so presumably, like, maybe next week, maybe the week after, they're gonna have to confront her and be like, what the frick is going on? So that's one thing to look forward to. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this episode, for sure. I enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting to, especially towards the end. You know, when they hit us with that deeper meaning, I was like, damn, this is actually a really good episode. And I'm curious to see other people's... I'm really curious to see other people's reactions now. Like, when Blind Wave puts out their reaction, I'm really gonna be looking at them, because they're like me. They're white men who may not immediately pick up on some of this, but sometimes they have a track record for like noticing a couple of these things. And so I'm very curious to see how they watch it. I'm very curious to see other people get to this episode and their opinions on it. Yeah, it's just going to be very, very interesting, and I'm excited to see how the rest of society feels about this. But yeah, like I said, that is all I have to say about this episode. Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. When you were watching it, did you pick up on these subtle little microaggressions? Did you not pick up on it? If you did, like, are you white? I don't know how to ask that question. Like, I imagine people of color probably picked up on some of these microaggressions pretty quickly when they were watching it. There's probably an obvious reason why I didn't immediately pick up on it. But yeah, again, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.